Hey, Mixed Emotions, how y'all doing? Once again, we're coming back with you guys to first wish you guys a...
We're advertising Fritos too.
Fritos, yeah. A happy Valentine's Day. I'm gonna make sure that my wife is happy. So we're gonna do ours today, which is Saturday, so one day before, so 13th.
The day before the snowpocalypse.
Yeah, we had to go get all this done because we know we're not gonna be able to get outside. And my baby here would not leave me alone, so she is in the shop today. Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
What are you gonna make?
What am I going to make? I'm gonna definitely make one of your favorites. Is my wife loves steak and she loves shrimp, so I'm gonna make shrimp and steak tonight. Which would be New York strips.
With garlic mashed potatoes.
Garlic mashed potatoes. Check it out, baby. Check it out.
And
excuse our refrigerator. We got a lot in here. Of course, that's how I stay big because I like to eat. But we got asparagus, steak, shrimp, and steak.
Nice.
Cool. And I'm gonna start on the mashed potatoes here in just a minute. So
we'll be back.
Okay, guys. Of course, our menu tonight is garlic mashed potatoes with New York strip steak with sweet and sour shrimp. Okay, that'll be our that's our menu. So I'm gonna start on the potatoes because it takes the longest to make. Get our cutting board out.
We're cutting potatoes on our meat cutting board sometimes.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay. If you guys can ever run into one of these knives, please buy it. My cousin sold me this knife.
It's from Cutco.
It's from Cutco. They're kind of expensive. No, damn that. They're expensive. And when he told me the price of the knife set, I almost kicked him out of my house. I'm like, I'm still black. I can't afford nothing like that. He goes, well, cool. We got layaway. Then I almost tried to chop him in the throat. And I was like, I can't do that. He's my cousin. Plus, he can wrestle pretty good. I don't know if I can take him. So I said, man, is there any way I can just get one or two knives? And this is my favorite. It's like a little Asian, I don't know what you call it, but it's amazing. Real sharp. I've been cooking for a while, so I hope I don't embarrass myself tonight. All right.
Don't cut your finger off on camera.
Please, Jesus.
She's about to yell at you for another chip.
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait.
Here you go, baby. Here.
Look at Zach.
People just coming in on our videos. Coming to get the baby. Oh. Never mind. I'll wait until the camera's off. I'm gonna chop a few of these up, and no, I do not take the skin off of them because it's just the way I'm used to eating them. My mom told me.
And it's yummy that way.
Huh?
And it's yummier that way.
My mom told me when I was younger to don't worry about it, just eat it, boy. So I've been raised to eat the skin as well.
Isn't that where all the nutrients are?
Yeah, I believe so. Plus, you know, when I was coming up cooking in the kitchen under a few head chefs, they always left the skin on the potato. So I was like, it must be normal. So that's what I do. Just quarter them so they can boil a little faster. So I'm not waiting all night. You don't have to cut them like that. I'm just cutting them up small enough pieces for them to take a little less time. The very last thing we'll cook is probably the shrimp because it takes not even 5 minutes to make shrimp. The steak will take a few minutes to cook. And I believe that probably will be one more. My wife loves potatoes.
All the carbs.
For all you guys out there, you gotta know what your lady wants. If you don't know what you want, you don't love her because if you don't know what your lady likes or wants, you don't love her because you don't care to know what her interests are. So her interests are, if my wife is like yours, my wife loves to
Eat.
have good food and loves to eat. So I make sure to try to keep it fresh in the kitchen, and that way we keep it warm in the bedroom. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, we'll be back on this. I got my wash these potatoes off, and I'm gonna put them in this water here. I'm gonna add, matter of fact, I'm gonna do it now before she cuts the camera off. When you cook potatoes, they're a starch item, so they don't have a flavor to them whenever you cook them. So if you want to not have to add a whole lot of salt to them after you put them on a plate, go ahead and add a little bit of salt to the water. The water breaks the salt down and just adds it to the potato while it's cooking in that way.
Is it true that it helps that the water boil? I've heard that.
Oh yeah. Where it makes the water boil a little bit faster too. It speeds up the process. But we'll go ahead and add a little bit.
That's a little bit to him.
Oh, it is. That is. Because you won't have to do it again. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder. Maybe I'm nervous today. I don't know. A little bit of garlic powder.
Again, that's a little bit.
Well, the powder is not as strong as a regular piece of garlic. Clove, yeah. And that is it. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna wash these potatoes off. Fire's already. Now I don't want y'all to make fun of me because I have an electric stove. I love gas. I just don't have. I don't have one. All right.
Ready.
There it is, guys.
Yay.
Step 1 complete. All right, be right back.
Our dog is supervising.
Okay. As you can see, my son's in the shot. He's back. He said he's hungry.
You get to meet our whole family today.
But this show is about me and my wife, and he's just getting something to eat. My kids love to eat, so I don't bother them when they get something to eat. I don't mess with them.
Massive sandwiches.
But once the potatoes begin to get ready to where we smash them, that's my wife's favorite job. I'm gonna introduce you to what the main course is. It's gonna be the 2 New York strips.
Ooh.
I didn't realize these were so. Oh my Jesus! My son did a great job. We're gonna have 2 1.5 inch. My God! Thick cut steaks. They look pretty good to me. I'm gonna let them air out and rest a little bit. A little bit of salt.
RJ's super excited about it.
Yeah, the dog's sitting right up under my feet, waiting for me to drop one of these steaks on the ground. But I'll be damned. So I'm gonna let these cool off a little bit, warm up, get the air temperature. They got a little bit of good bringing fat on them. I love that
Flavor.
That fat has a lot of flavor and brings tenderness to the steak. But I'm gonna season these up, and then I'm gonna set them to the side. They're pretty thick, so I might actually have to get them on the fire here in just a minute. Of course, we're gonna cook those in a cast iron skillet.
Because it's too cold outside.
I usually like to cook my steak on the grill, but it's
-8
degrees outside in Oklahoma, y'all. But if you don't have one of these in your house, please get one. It makes no sense if you cook anything and don't have one of these. I will not eat your food if you don't have one of these in your house. Okay, this one is going to be for the asparagus, and this one's going to be for the shrimp. Okay, all right. And potatoes, of course, we already talked about that. Those are just about done.
Yay!
Okay. I'm going to make this very simple. We're going to use a little bit of salt. We're going to use a couple cloves of garlic.
Yum. I love garlic.
A little bit of garlic powder,
More
just
garlic.
in case. I love garlic.
We both love
I don't look at my wife. I don't try to kiss my wife after we eat most of the time, but hey.
Tonight we are.
All right. Laurie's seasoned salt is pretty good.
Look, I threw them off there.
And we're just going to do something real simple. And I'm just gonna put a little bit because we're gonna put seasoning salt as well. That's about all we're gonna do. Of salt. Garlic. Pepper, everybody loves pepper. Now, fellas, you would find it best to cook at home. I always like to cook at home. Plus, the reason why I enjoy cooking, first of all, whoops, that's a little bit too much. I enjoy cooking, first of all. I believe I was damn near born to do it. I love doing it. If I was a rich man, I'd probably be in someone's kitchen all day long. Plus, if you're at home, you don't have to travel to go, like, you don't have to get in your car and go through traffic. You can go straight from the kitchen to the couch and watch a movie. Or you can go straight from the kitchen, from the table, to the bedroom and watch a movie.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill. It's a lot better to me. You can make the home a little bit more intimate than a restaurant. Plus, if you're going to a restaurant and you don't want to be around a bunch of COVID carriers, you can stay home. Just stay home. Just go get your stuff from the grocery store and take your time, and you and your wife have a great conversation at home. All right. We're going to cover these up. The garlic cloves was actually for the pan, so we're going to take those, put that in the trash. We'll take those and go ahead and put those in there. Just like that. Easy peasy. Let me wash my hands. Of course, you can't have cross-contamination. We don't need that. Wash that off. If you notice, I use a lot of butter in my cooking. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it tastes good.
Amazing.
Tastes good. So that's how we're going to do that. We're going to go from here to the asparagus. Asparagus is real simple. Just cut.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite vegetables. Just take that in. If you're not going to use it, just get rid of it. Leave the rubber band on there. It makes it easy. We're going to take this top rubber band off. We are going to go to the kitchen, the sink, wash it off a little bit. That water is cold.
Okay. It's supposed to be on.
Huh?
It's supposed to be dripping. It's cold outside.
All right. We'll go from here to there. Simple as that. Asparagus is something, if you cook it too quick, it'll get tough on you. All you really need is a little bit of olive oil for that. So we'll just dump some olive oil on there, like so. That's very simple. We will also...
Oh, look, more salt.
More salt. Guys.
He has high blood pressure, guys.
Listen.
I don't put salt in anything. I do pepper and garlic.
Say it one more time, please.
Maybe some seasoning
Hold
salt.
on. Say it one more time. Say that one more time. You don't put salt on
anything.
That's white people.
My food still tastes amazing, though. He's never complained.
We're gonna cook that slow. Honey, you should never do it. Listen, ladies.
They didn't see that.
Listen, no, they're gonna know what just happened. Okay, come on back up here with me, ladies. Let me tell you something.
When you're in love.
No. I love my wife. Don't ever get me wrong. But when you are with your husband, and the joke that you choose to pull on your husband is sticking your finger in his ass. Please don't. Men do not like that. Unless they tell you they do, which ain't no judgment here. And I am not here to judge anyone in a bedroom. But for me, don't touch my ass hole, please. All right. Just simple salt and pepper on the asparagus. The asparagus has a natural flavor to itself, so I like it. So basically just salt and pepper, that works out. I'll turn that on low. I hope that's the right one. And it's not. There it is. We'll turn it on low, let that start simmering. Basically that'll cook right. So I'm gonna cover it up and allow it to take some steam. And when it gets cooking, I'll stick a piece of ice or something in there and let the water get in there and steam it once it gets hot. Okay. Now we come back. What my wife was making fun of me about just a second ago was cross-contamination. She said this is the meat cutting board.
Literally ribs on it.
But I don't really care what if they're clean. I use it for whatever I want, and just make sure to make sure it's clean from cooked or cut to cut. Steaks are resting. Now we are going to work on the shrimp. So we're going to go take this and wash it off.
I forgot about shrimp.
Smooth rinse. That's all it takes. Because there was just vegetables on there. We'll rinse that off. Okay. All right. We have about a half pound of tiger shrimp here.
Tiger shrimp. Why is it called tiger shrimp?
Because of the cool striping on it. And they're large prawns.
Cool.
Cool. You like that?
Yeah.
I'm going to take these to the sink with a strainer. That's nasty. And I'm going to wash these off.
RJ's enjoying it.
RJ enjoys everything.
Yes. To his detriment.
Yeah, we just had to take our dog to the vet the other day. He got sick on us, and really scary. I mean, we didn't know what was wrong with him, but luckily we got out of there without spinning an arm and a leg.
Just an arm.
Just an arm. A couple toes. So now we're gonna come back over.
But as you can see, he is fine and trying to get into more stuff. So
the shrimp, it's already deveined. Basically, the poops out of it.
gross.
We're gonna leave them
Yeah,
alone. We're gonna saute them just like that. The tails are gone.
Oh, okay.
Tails are already gone. So I kind of like the tails on because I just like the look of the tail, but kind of like the tails. I'm gonna take these over here. And we're going to those in that pan. And while these will cook last because they take 5 minutes to cook, 5 to 7 minutes. Not very long. Okay. You mind cutting for just a second? My wife has instructed me to hurry the fuck up. So, we're going to start on the steak.
I did not say that. I said, I'm hungry and it's 8 o'clock.
Okay, we're going with this. I use a hefty amount of butter.
Hefty. Sorry.
With the steak. Reason why. Look at that there.
Turn on the mic. All right.
I'm tripping. My bad. So, just did that. I think I had it a little bit too hot. But it's hard to gauge an electric stove. So in goes the steaks.
A massive steak. It's Zach again.
Looks like some nice dinner for me. Eat both of them for you. Nah.
I'm sure there'll be leftovers though.
Here my kids coming in here, they're trying to punch me out of my dinner. We'll add a little bit of rosemary, guys, to the steak.
There's some against the wall over there.
The boys are helping us with the baby tonight.
They're babysitting upstairs. Because, you know, COVID doesn't allow us to run away.
Absolutely. So we're getting those on, getting them cooking. We'll go ahead and start the shrimp. Scrimps.
What movie was that?
Hell, just about every movie that has an African American in it. So we got those simmering. Those are coming along pretty nice. They smell like they don't have any salt on them. I'm gonna leave them alone because my wife
will make fun of you.
Using too much salt. Yeah, it looks like a lot of butter, but we're trying. The pan is actually not big enough for these steaks. Now, if it was just one steak in there, it'd be great. But I doubt either one of us eats all this meat tonight. So what we're gonna do is probably cook these and either put one up in the refrigerator or give it to the boys, let them eat it.
Probably should have told them that before.
Yeah, we'll let the kids have one of these because there's no way.
How much does that weigh?
These are 1.25 inches thick.
How many ounces is that?
Oh, I don't know. Probably about.
Too much.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd say at least 16 to 20 ounces. Anywhere from there.
All right. Per steak.
Per steak, yeah, it's too much.
Lord.
With this, we're gonna simply cook these, simmer them down until they turn red. If anybody don't know how to cook shrimp, just make sure when you gotta be pink or reddish color. My wife is more right. I believe it's pink. So put any season that you want on these. I'm gonna do a little bit of plain salt and pepper, and we're gonna use some sweet and sour sauce, and we're gonna heat that all up together and make them nice and good and everything like that.
Yay.
All right. We will see you on the other side. Well, sorry guys that we skipped a lot of the video because my wife said to hurry my ass up. So she said she's hungry, and this will be the finished product.
Yummy.
So please, after you enjoy your meal, enjoy each other. It's great. Please eat and eat dessert later. And get a black friend.
Bye guys.